Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel, guys. I am Abhishek Pandya, and as you know from the title of this video, in this particular video we will focus on non-restoring algorithm for division operation. So the intention behind making this video is not to explain you the non-restoring algorithm because it is already done in many other YouTube videos, but rather the focus is on the implementation in Verilog. Okay, so we will explain you the Verilog implementation of this non-restoring algorithm, and then we will also generate the RTL schematic from the code that we have made. So we are going to use a synthesizable code which can be implemented for as many number of bits as you want. So the bits will be parameterized and the RTL schematic of that particular code will be generated. And in the second part of this particular video series, I will explain the restoring algorithm also with its Verilog code and RTL schematic implementation. So first I will show you the YouTube video from where you can understand this algorithm. I will not explain that particular algorithm because it is already done. I will shortly explain you the Verilog code that I have made. Without wasting any time, let's get started. So as you can see in this particular screen, you can see this is non-restoring division algorithm for unsigned integer. This video is from the tutorials point, and sir has explained very nicely the algorithm. If I just do this, you can see this is the particular algorithm for the non-restoring division. Okay, so number of bits, divisor, and accumulator, then dividend. These are things, and these are the operations that must be performed in order to have our final division answer. So if you can see, two answers will be there, quotient and remainder, and Q will be having the quotient and A will be having the remainder. For the simplicity purpose, I have designed a Verilog code which exactly resembles this. Okay, so you can understand this particular algorithm, and then you can go for my code and you will understand everything about it because they are identical implementations. What sir has done is the flowchart implementation and the explanation in terms of bits. So manually if you calculate, then what should be the answer? And what I have done is actual implementation in Verilog code and then generating RTL schematic out of it. So you can first look into this particular video, and then we can go for the Verilog code. So let's go for the Verilog code now. As you can see on your screen, I have ISE project navigator. Basically this is a tool for Verilog code implementations, and you can find it out. Okay, and this is the tool from Xilinx. Okay, so as you can see, this is the non-restoring algorithm division. Okay? I will first explain the input and output parts. This is the pipeline implementation of it. What we will have is input clock, reset, then DIVD, this is dividend, and DIVR, that is divisor. So these four are the inputs. Okay? And QUO and REM, so quotient and remainder, that two are the answers. Okay? So this is the input and output list with their reds. Okay, so parameter, which I mentioned, the bits in the system are parameterized, so we can have as many bits as the division requires. You just only have to change this bits. Okay, so if it is 5 bits, then you go to write 5 here. If it is 10 bits, you write 10 here, and that will perform the entire division. So for this particular implementation, the value of bit is taken as 4, but you can have any other particular number of bits, that is 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 15, whatever number of bits you want to have in your system. Okay? So inputs and outputs also must be according to the bits, number of bits present. Clock and reset are the inputs, and these are the outputs, as I mentioned. Okay? So these are the internal reds which are used, and as I mentioned, I have take exact same nomenclature as sir has used. So in this particular thing, you can find out that there is Q, there is A, there is M, and same thing as there was in the video as well. Okay, so this is the implementation. I have just done the implementation part. If you do not understand this particular code, just look at it. If you do not understand, you can write in the comment section, but it is very simple, and if you understand the algorithm, you can understand the flow of this code as well. I will put this code in the description. If you want, tell me in the comment section that if you want this particular code there in the description box, I will add it. And this, now let's just go for the test bench. Okay, so this is the test bench that I have made for the simulation. Okay, so you can see there is clock and there is reset, then there is divider and there is divisor, and then there is quotient and remainder. Okay, that are outputs, these are inputs. Okay? Then you can see I have done what I have done, basically set this clock's initial value of clock is 0, and then I am changing that for every 1 nanosecond. So period of this particular clock will become 2 nanosecond. Of course, the time scale of this particular thing is 2 nanosecond, is 1 nanosecond, as you can see from here. And so there is a clock period of 2 nanosecond. Okay, the reset becomes 0 after 10 nanosecond. So for the first 10 nanosecond of this particular system, we will not have output. Okay, after 10 nanosecond only we will generate the output. The dividend is taken as 11 and divisor is taken as 3. So the quotient is 3 and remainder is 2. Okay, so these are the two outputs which are present in the system. So let's now just go for the behavioral check of this test bench, and then the simulation. Okay, we will have output as 3 and 2 for quotient 3, remainder 2. Let's just check it out. Yeah, if I just change it to unsigned decimal, yeah, so you can see dividend and divisor as 11, 3, and 3 3s are 9 plus 2, so basically 3 quotient and 2 remainder. If you want to see the internal signals, you can just go like this and go here and add it. Okay, these are the internal signals of systems. Okay, as I mentioned, for the first 10 nanosecond we will not have any output. Okay, you can see here, yeah, so for first 10 nanosecond there is 1 2 3 4 and 5. For first 5 clock cycles we will not have any operations. Okay, then we will have further operations like this, and then it will generate the output as required. Okay, so I will just explain this. Yeah, so for after how many cycles it generates output? See, first 5 clock cycles it will not generate any output because of the reset signal, and then it will take 4 more cycles. Okay, because this is a pipeline implementation, so it will generate 4 more cycles. Okay, so that is it. You can just verify this output from here. Yeah, 1 2 3 and 4. After 4 the clock cycles it will generate the output. So that was the implementation and the verification of the output. Now just go for the checking of it, basically in the RTL schematic, whether this code that we have generated, whether it is synthesizable or not. Okay, so basically just go here and go for here, view RTL schematic. This particular thing will generate the RTL schematic of this code, and we will see that whether it comes out or not. So as you can see, there is a RTL tech viewer startup mode. This particular window has opened. So basically click on this start with schematic of the top level block, and yeah, so this is the schematic. Okay, dividend, divisor, clock and reset. Of course these bits are customized. Quotient and remainder, of course, with the outputs. So just double click on this and you will be able to see the RTL schematic. Okay, so RTL schematic of this particular is also generated because of it, and you can see this here 2 outputs and these are the inputs. Okay, so basically clock, reset, these 2 are divider and divisor, and then here we will have 2 outputs, quotient and remainder. Okay? So this is the schematic of it. So if you find value in this video, then like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will meet you in the next one. Happy learning.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.